Welcome to PRI 2024. The Performance Racing Industry Show is a place where this industry comes together for many reasons, but the main two reasons are to collaborate in the way of networking and doing business together, whether between manufacturer and buyer or between racer and sponsor. And the second reason is for companies to showcase their latest and greatest products available to the industry for the up and coming year. For me personally, it's been more than that. It's kind of like my own New Year's Eve life reset. You see, I've been to the last 3 consecutive PRI shows, and each time life has been vastly different from the year before. And PRI represents a lap for me, a time where I finally get to stop and say, wow, that escalated quickly. My first PRI 3 years ago, I walked into that stadium not knowing what to expect. I felt like a kid in a grown-up's world, wandering around with my backpack on, not knowing a single person in that sea of people, and more to the point, not one single person knew me. Then, out of nowhere, boom, they announced Street Outlaws were coming to Australia. I knew right then and there that I wanted to be involved. Skip forward 1 year and I'm entering the building, fresh off a TV appearance on Street Outlaws, with my shiny new race car on display. But most importantly, I met Haytch. Right away, she brought something special to my life, but also something fresh to the brand. She brought a much more refined finish on a rough around the edges brand. She brought a fresh complement to the style and a drive to take things further than I ever dreamed of. Fast forward to this year, and you will see from watching this video, we are both acknowledged and complimented by the elites of this industry, and we are gaining traction and progressing quickly. We're blown away at how we were received this year, and we're very excited for the year ahead. Well, enough about us. Check out this COPO Camaro. Apparently, it's the last 350 COPO to ever be produced. It's a 5.7 litre. I don't know if it's LS or LT. Hit me in the comments if I'm wrong. Supercharged. If you don't know what COPO is all about, it stands for Central Office Production Order. Basically, the big wigs of the industry could order full-blown drag cars from the factory, direct from GM, and it was a bit of a playground for the guys at the top to build crazy cars and be allowed to get away with it. And this one is no exception. Hi, welcome back.
Where are we back to? Where are we back from? Okay, I was just
We've been there.
Yeah. Okay.
So now that you've got your Motorfab, it's a champagne popper.
Champagne Pappy.
Pappy.
Is what it got named.
Pappy.
Pappy.
Is
Champagne
here.
Pappy.
We've got some pictures of that. Looks beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
Now that you've actually driven, it take you a long time to get to it, but now you've actually driven on it with the Motorfab suspension kit.
Yep.
How did you go?
It was good, man. It was a mixture of us. So you came down and fixed the car up better than it was for us, which we appreciate. But then after that, as we discussed, the thing just pretty much set. MPK started hot and heavy, and we were traveling. So it took a while to get to it. But when we finally had a window, we took the car to our home track there at Thunder Valley. And, from the first pass on, it just kept getting faster and faster and faster. So with the Caltrax setup, I know there's people that go really fast with the Caltrax setup, right? Mm-hmm. And then with your setup, it kind of, in my opinion, kind of takes the Caltrax and even improves it just a little bit. Yeah. It's a better design of it, if you will.
Less volume.
Yeah. So, and I know that numbers with those, people have gone 160 foots or whatever. Well, we literally broke in the car, tested the car, tuned the car, checked the suspension, everything brand new, all at the same time.
Right. In 3 passes.
In 3 passes, 4 passes, I think. So that being said, we'd win a PB in the car, with our 4th pass out with that combo compared to when it had the big box Chevy. So with your stuff in it, we went a 120, 160 foot.
On a no prep surface.
On a no prep surface, which was awesome. On a little tire, on a 28, 10.5, which that car went, I'm trying to remember, 5. Oh man, I forgot all of a sudden. I can't remember. The car went. Yes, that's exactly what it was. That car went a 530 at 141, and it shows potential in mile an hour. And I can tell you by the fact that every time I would feed it power, it would pick up and go faster. It's just going to continue to go faster.
Right.
We literally just ran out of time.
Yeah.
So my goal with that car, like it set, was to go mid-teen 60 foot and to go a 499.
Right.
We're not too far away from that.
Right.
I don't think it'll be a problem.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Maybe the next time we go out, you can go with us.
Yeah.
Because you could probably show me some things with the suspension to make it better than I don't even know.
Yeah. Your numbers represent even early on what my old street car would do with less power on the same leaf spring setup. But I didn't have the top end. I was all in by 1 second.
Sure.
Whereas you have the top end. So I'm very confident that you can lay into it from even 30 feet out and drastically drop that number down.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited. Look, that car, as you've seen it, it's like set up and ready to go again.
Right.
So, like, if it was a beautiful day tomorrow and there was a racetrack next door, that's where I would be.
Yeah.
Right now, we're kind of smack dab in the middle of winter and it's snowing. Last time I looked outside.
Yeah.
And but that's okay. We're going to get back to Oklahoma with it and have it put up and ready for. It's cold there too. So as soon as the weather gets nice enough, the track will open back up. Which, luckily for us, we know people down there, and so we can always rent it on a weekend or a weekday or something like that.
Yeah.
We're gonna get that thing back out.
Maybe we can test together.
That'd be. Oh, you could bring your car.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
And then we might even bring my Chevelle out too. We could bring a few cars. Yeah. We could bring the Chevelle out.
That would be a good YouTube.
It would be all three of those cars.
Yeah, when you can just let your hair down a little bit and not be so stressed.
To be honest with you, we were smack dab in the middle of a MPK season when I tested that Champagne car with your stuff on it, and it was a very relaxing. There was no pressure. There was no cameras. We did totally do a YouTube with it, but it was just fun. We just had a good time. I don't have to worry about the next round. I don't have to worry about a microphone in my pocket. I didn't have to worry about anything except for just having a good time.
Watching your P's and Q's.
That's right. Watching what I say. Trying to
getting some coaching up front as what jokes are appropriate and inappropriate.
Yeah. Sometimes the unappropriate ones are also very funny. Yes, you can get autographed. Yeah, so we'll keep you up to date. It would be awesome if you can come out. I'm going to test with you. You made me look bad.
But I don't know, rep track, who knows?
Yeah. That's awesome, though. That's faster than I did.
We have shared this, so I can tell you. Race ready with me in it, complete, ready to hit the start line. It's 25:05.
Do you know how much that Champagne car weighs? That's awesome, by the way. Do you know how much that Champagne car weighs with me in it? 3750.
Oh, you're gonna make it look bad on the small tire in that car.
Yeah.
Not the other one though, the red one.
Not the other one.
That might have my number.
But is yours like water in it, street car? You can go drive it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can't
But
do
a Pro Mod chassis was still ripped.
That's okay. Who cares?
Yeah, actually, you can help me out. We just realized that I don't think the 80s are going to be big enough because you just went and completely destroyed the no prep small tire world last week.
That's right.
So I need to go faster. So you give our shout out to Pulsar Turbos and tell him I need those 88s. He needs to hook me up.
Yeah, look, if you're I don't know why you're holding back on those 88s, but I can assure you he is going to need those to outrun my car or to even run with my car. So he is going to need the 88s.
Good. James, we need the 88s.
Yeah, that's right. No, look, that clap, I mean, not just me, man. There's somebody else, Joey, Boost 12.
Yep.
That thing got a twin turbo Hemi in it. And him and I went to the finals, and I looked down, we ran real fast, and he was right there. His car's fast. Surprised me. But, I mean, look, twin turbo Hemi, the sky's the limit.
Right.
You literally just change turbos until you want to, I don't want to make any more power.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just keep putting bigger turbos on it until you're done. So honestly, that's the scariest combo to me because, you got a lot of the small tire guys all out. Everybody knows Brian Mitchell goes good.
Yeah.
And he's messing with blowers and this and that, trying to figure out which one is, changing from one day a 136 to 121, depending on the surface. And I have experience with Pro Chargers. Obviously, I've got mine turned up quite a bit. It's fast. But the sky, you can top those out.
Right.
You know what I mean? A Pro Charger can go so far and then it can't go any farther.
Right.
But turbos, man, they don't do that.
No.
However, it is easier to manage a Pro Charge setup, but man, turbos, when he wants to, I feel like Joey's car is probably gonna be a real bad problem for all the small tire guys.
Yeah. The small block is my limit at the moment, but being such a light car, I can't put a Hemi in the front because the numbers will be out the window.
Yeah.
But we're looking into an aluminium big block Chevy combination because we won't gain any weight.
For those that don't know, that's aluminum also. Go ahead.
Aluminum.
Yeah.
If we go to an all aluminum big block Chevy in the front, we can make upwards of 3,000.
Yeah.
Not gain any weight over the front axle.
Yeah. What if you did some kind of crazy cheater aluminum billet LS build?
It's being suggested for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking.
But how much can you make out of it?
I think with turbos, the sky's the limit.
Right.
You get the right motor combo. I really honestly think you can. Man, turbo. Mark Mickey and Pro Mod proves it. He's out there toiling with people going 220 out the back and things like that. Turbos for power, turbos is where it's at. I mean, as far as if you're going out trying to do dyno numbers, you're trying to run big mile an hour or whatever. Yeah. And the name of the game in small tire is approach the starting line, finesse the starting line, and get as much power in as quickly as you can. That's what it's all about. Yeah. So if you have this much that you can give it out back, or you have this much to give it out back, I have found that with a small tire, it takes almost anything you fill out of that back.
Right. Once it's hooked.
Once you've got your car right, and once you're planted, and once the weight's transferred, the thing rotates like it's going to, and it stays where it's at, man, you can really put some power to it from about 330 on.
For sure.
Yeah.
While Luke was making small tire talk, I had some business of my own to take care of. As Luke mentioned, us meeting started an amazing chain of events, and it seemed like all of our business goals have been on fast forward ever since. Last year was my first PRI, and I immediately felt like I was in over my head. This year, I attended with a better grasp on the industry and much clearer goals. It was so surreal standing at an award ceremony, watching Steve Morris collect his trophy for his accomplishments at Drag Week, then for the presenters to announce that one of our very own Redwood Rally racers, Mr. Shane Probst, just got the fastest 8th mile drag and drive average in the nation. It's crazy to think literally some of the best racers in the world are setting records at something we created, and the whole world just got to see it acknowledged. And before I even got to catch my breath, I'm hanging out with Alex and Megan Taylor, and we're trying to figure out how they're getting to Redwood Rally 2025. Not only was this PRI about expanding the Redwood Rally Drag and Drive event, for me it was about networking with some of the raddest females in the industry and continuing to prove that females have a place here, and hoping to encourage more to get involved. Once I did catch my breath, I had to do the rounds and thank all of our sponsors. We received an overwhelming amount of appreciation for the work we have been putting in to support our sponsors, and they were all very eager to get back on board and do even more with us next year. I've been putting in so much behind the scenes work on marketing and promotion, and in a day and age where you only get 8 seconds to stand out from the crowd, it's so humbling to hear people like Cindy from CP Carrillo and Jeff from Mosier Engineering say that they see me and really appreciate what I've been doing, and they're looking forward to expanding on our relationship.
Now it's time for my favorite car, PRI. Here it is, the Silver G-Body. Unfreaking believable. Big shout out to my good buddy Brian at Hammer Designs. This vehicle has a lot of his parts on it. It was in his booth. His booth has just gotten better and better every year, and this year it was next level. Awesome setup, awesome booth, awesome bunch of guys. And this car, that big block Chev, that beautiful matte powder coating, the door trims, the dash, everything about it. I just love it. Well done, guys.
trying to remember. Yes, we did some shit.
Okay. Oh yeah, you got the shock up from the
Okay,
bar.
look. So see, this bar is now attached to the chassis right there.
Yep.
Yes. I'll tell you this. With the sand tips on it,
Yep.
Ryan called me and was like, bro.
Like I did earlier.
Right, got
What?
got
Oh, look, you just keep it cranked. I'll tell you when to turn. Straight.
no.